Yeah, this is Ray Bang Bang Hill. Please like and subscribe. Do you know what? I was talking to someone the other day about my mate Togy Ludlow, guy from Acton, Togy. Togy was quite a dangerous guy, you know. He really couldn't have a fight, but he was very, very dangerous at all, yeah. But anyway, Togy was in Albany with me in the 70s, and crazy man. He's nutty as a fruitcake. I mean, I remember there was these guys that had their birthday the same day, yeah, and Togy and a couple of his pals got hold of this guy, and the other one tied him up, one facing down, one facing up. Yeah, tied him up and put him in the bath of water. Put him in a bath of water. Seriously, you can imagine. One went down, one went up. Yeah, so the one at the bottom was trying to get up, and the one at the top wasn't letting the one at the bottom get up. So it was crazy, you know what I mean? In the end, Togy had to get him out of the water, otherwise the one at the bottom was going to drown, you know what I mean? But he didn't give him monkeys, yeah? And there's a guy in there called Ronnie Walker. I mean, Ronnie Walker was watching my podcast. Ronnie Walker had come in with a Rolex Oyster. I think he got it off a visit, I'm quite sure, Rolex Oyster. He came in all gold, nice gold. Then I think there was, what, I don't know, 5-6 grand in the 70s, maybe more, I don't know. Anyway, Togy and a few other people went in his cell, got him laid him on the bed and put a big rope around him and nicked his Rolex. Oh, Togy was murder, mate. I've seen Togy stab some people in Albany, mate, and they ain't coming back for no more. He was one of the best guys I know, Togy, from Acton. He got cut years ago from his ear right round to his mouth with a Stanley knife. About an inch gap, yeah, about an inch gap, and you know, like to see that, you know, to see my mate that happened to him, you know what I mean? A great big scar around there, and the guy that done it, Togy sorted him out later on in the guy's life, you know. But the guy really made a bad mess of Togy's face, but it makes Togy look really worse, you know what I mean? And I was speaking before about people with big scars down their face. Sometimes you've got to look at them in another light, especially when they're in prison, because when I was in prison, we used to cut people's arses, yeah. Anybody done anything wrong, any sex offenders, anything like that, never cut their face. Never cut their face, because when you cut their faces, they look like a gangster. So I used to cut their arses. We used to cut their arses across and up, yeah. So they couldn't sit down for months and months and months, and and they know, yeah. But when he cut their faces, they become a gangster. Togy was nothing like that, but he got a really bad cut, and he was a gangster. I remember when I went in that 1074, when they tried to kill me in prison, and I was in there for about, well, I don't know, could have been forever, 3 or 4 months, and I wound up in Chelmsford prison, and I wound up in a block in Chelmsford, obviously, but the block was unbelievable. Togy come in with a big steak dinner. Me and Togy went through a lot in our lives, me and Togy. He was a gentleman, Togy. I loved him to death. He got me out of at the block in Chelmsford. I was going to come out anyway, back onto the wing. And looked after me, mate. He looked after me. He was good as gold. And one of the funniest things he done to me, him and Frankie Fraser used to fuck about all the time. He used to muck about with Frankie Fraser all the time, drive Frankie Fraser mad. Turn the light on and run away and do this and do silly things, put things in his piss pot and all them sort of things, you know what I mean? He drove Frankie Fraser mad. Ronnie Bender and all them sort of people never disliked Togy. Togy used to get a few jobs in there, cutting people who got a bit saucy, I'm telling you straight. The guy, as I say, the guy couldn't fight, but it was very dangerous for a blade. I mean, very dangerous. I mean, some people say they're going to do this, some people are going to say they do that, but they never do it, yeah? But Togy was one of the people that did, you know. And when he was in Chelmsford prison, me and him had some laughs, mate. I mean, he got me one Christmas time, he got me on the opium black. Never took drugs in my life before. Got me to smoke the pipe on the opium, and I was out my nut, and I went to the kids' party, and I couldn't stay there. Went back to my cell, and Togy kept looking through the door with all his mates going, ooh, 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 ooh. All them noises driving me mad. Driving me mad. And he's just a nice geezer. My mate Peter Lyons, he liked Togy. I mean, a lot of people like Togy. Mickey Green was a bit wary of Togy. Mickey Green was a bit wary of him. I don't know why. I don't know what's happened between Mickey Green and him. Maybe Mickey's gone and said the wrong thing to Togy. And the Tibbsy liked Togy. Everyone liked Togy. You know, he used to walk around the ring, like strode around. But you know, he was very, very dangerous. Togy, I mean, he come from Acton. He come from just down the road from me. I mean, big family. His dad was a fantastic burglar. His dad has been in that prison most of his life. I'd love to meet Togy again. Me and him fell out over something a long, long time ago, but that's all forgot about. He's a nice guy, mate. And if you're watching this, Togy, one day, mate, I'd love to get to see you. Have a drink with you, mate. I don't drink, but I'd love to have a drink with you, Togy. Take you out for a bit of dinner, mate. I miss you, mate. It's a long old time since I've seen you. I mean, you remember all the old Chelmsford prisons? Lou Swallow? Yeah, we used to lay the eggs. He used to put the eggs up his bum. Remember that? And lay the eggs outside the hot plate. Yeah, on every Sunday he used to do it. You remember that, Togy? Terry Vowles. Nice people, all proper nice people, mate. Ronnie Bender, the Tibbses, Jimmy Tibbs, Robert Tibbs, Johnny Tibbs, the old man Tibbs, men all that lot. Alan Dixon, great fella, mate. Alan, yeah, Alan used to get on with Alan Dixon really well, didn't you? I mean, come on, mate. There were so many people in there, good people, yeah. And you know, we got back a long way. We all got back a long way, mate. And that, I think that was the best prison in England at that time. Well, at any time really. Chelmsford prison, you get what we liked. And you used to eat all the time. You used to eat good food, mate, didn't you? Yeah. So listen, if you are watching this podcast of mine, please do a comment, Togy. I'd like to meet you, mate. I'd like to have a drink with you sometime. Bit of food, be nice, mate. Anyway, this is Ray Bang Bang Hill. Please like and subscribe, and have a nice day. Yeah. Bye bye.